Coming up on today's show, we're exploring the beautiful town of Avon. We're going to try all the great food they have to offer and maybe even shop a little. New Day Cleveland starts right now. Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss. All hour long, we are enjoying all that Avon has to offer, and that starts with the shops at Old Avon Village. And this area brings historical and modern charm to the area, and it all began with a man with a dream. So let's head over to Strip Steakhouse to chat. Well, Ron, you couldn't kick off a show about Avon without coming to your place. I don't know if it's your place or your neighborhood. What's it, like? Here we are at Strip Steakhouse, and this is a friend of the show. You've been here since the very beginning of New Day Cleveland.
Yeah, we've known each other for a while now, right?
Yeah, and I finally get out here to see this beautiful place. It looks like a barn.
It is a barn. It was a 1850s historical barn. We received through a program, Ohio State University, during the Ohio Bicentennial. They were trying to save agricultural structures in Ohio, and this was one of the candidates, and we saved it, moved it here, and reconstructed it now, and it acts as Strip Steakhouse.
Okay, Strip Steakhouse. So when you hear that, you're thinking, yeah, it's a steakhouse. You hear strip and all that, but I tell you, your restaurant's a whole lot more than a steakhouse.
It is. I mean, one of the things we talked about earlier is the culture of family that we have here. We're a family-owned operation. My daughter runs the Treehouse up front, and in this case, I have a great team. David, you've interviewed many restaurants, and you know that not one person can run that restaurant. And here I have a culture that I've established with a great team and helpfulness and passion, and they want to deliver excellence. And I think that's what makes us different than any other restaurant.
I saw that big plate of beef you have, the steaks there. So where do you go? Like Toledo for those or something, right?
We do have Malcolm Butchers as one of our purveyors, but we also go to as far as Australia, Ranger Valley Farms, and we bring in our Wagyu. So the things that you're going to see here in Avon, Ohio are unique to Northern Ohio. I don't think you'll find them in any other restaurant.
I think what's also unique too is when you pull off of Detroit into your parking lot, it's like a different world, a different village.
It represents what Avon was around 1850 when German immigrants were coming from Europe and settling here in this area. So a lot of the structures are from that time frame that you'll see here in Avon.
Yeah. Now I'm going to go talk to Shana.
Shana's the boss.
Yeah. Shana, I'm so excited. I've been dying to get out here ever since I met Ron so many years ago, and it says steakhouse outside. I don't see any steak on this plate.
We offer so much more than just steak. This is our seafood platter. We have a dozen mussels on here, a 10-ounce cold water lobster tail.
Look at that.
We have scallops and grilled shrimp for you
I love
tonight.
that. What's going on with this? What's this?
This is actually Ron's mom's recipe. It's a jambalaya. It actually has chicken and sausage in it. No shrimp, so it's friendly for everybody.
Yeah.
And not terribly spicy, but has a good
exactly what I was telling folks.
Strip,
I found out, strip steakhouse, strip steaks and all that, but man, it goes way beyond that. A family recipe. This looks like a killer side dish.
A scalloped potato. Who wants to make those at home? Let us make them for you.
You make them right. And a little crab cake?
So it's like a little bit. It's a puff pastry with lobster and a sherry cream sauce. As an appetizer, it's a great starter.
Who's the genius behind all this?
Ron.
Ron? He never admitted it.
No.
I think he really wants to be a professional comedian, but he's a pretty...
He does think he is a comedian.
He tells jokes all the time.
Sure.
Okay, the big drum roll, folks. Here it is. We're talking about the meat because you saw a big, beautiful platter of meat. And you guys trim the meat way different than anybody else.
So we try to have unique cuts and try to be different than other steakhouses. That is something Ron's biggest goal. This one is a bone-in 16-ounce tenderloin. You won't see that in any of the local.
Yeah, the bone is cut in there to retain moisture, the marrow, and all that kind of big flavor.
Of course, yeah. Because the tenderloins are usually lean, but with the bone, it brings out more flavor.
Yeah, it makes it a home run. And who doesn't love meatballs? Huh? You got meatballs? Look at this.
I know, and they're French onion meatballs, not normal, but they're topped with Munster cheese, sauteed onions.
Who made the drinks?
Carl, the best bar manager ever.
Yeah. So Carl makes the drinks. And what do you think is the most popular drink here?
Probably our Old Fashioned or Manhattan.
So we have the
Manhattan here, and the signature Old Fashioned right here.
So I love Manhattans. I'm a little Old Fashioned.
Well, which one do you like is a little bit sweeter? The Old Fashioned's gonna be a little bit sweeter.
I'm gonna go here. What do you think about that? Let's do a little cheers thing here. Strip Steakhouse. We're in Avon. What a beautiful kickoff to a beautiful show, because we're in the middle of a village right now. When we step outside,
There's so much to see.
the fun keeps on coming.
Of course.
Party.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you.
"29 years ago, the Treehouse was started by my father, Ron Larson, and he decided that it was time for me to take over and kind of make the Treehouse grow so he can go off to other ventures. The Treehouse was originally a ladies' luncheon with antique shopping. We have merchandise, so you have unique finds. We do a lot of off-site catering, and we did present a board for you, and on the board was our charcuterie, kind of a brunch feel. People love to have those before weddings, showers, any fun event. We kind of get creative and we do custom boards for anybody, big or small, whatever anybody needs. The Treehouse, it's really about community and developing something for customers that you can't find somewhere else. It has a really big place in my heart. It's the heart of Avon, Ohio. Could respectfully be one of the oldest restaurants left in Avon, Ohio. It's just about community and gathering and letting people celebrate and have a good time, just a nice lunch. The Treehouse gives off all sorts of different vibes, whether you're into the historical side of the Treehouse, whether you're into really unique finds and just different pieces of furniture and mirrors and cutting boards. The Treehouse just gives off all sorts of vibes. It's kind of whatever you want it to be. We offer fresh made salads, sandwiches, creative soups such as our pumpkin sausage, our house favorite lobster bisque. We do unique desserts, off-site catering. We do completely custom menus. So we kind of go all over the place with what we could do as far as food. You can come in for lunch and you can shop around the store. You can shop women's merchandise. You can shop for lambs. We're just a little different than most restaurants. We give you the dining experience, but we also give you the shopping and uniqueness experience as well. My favorite memory about the Treehouse is actually working with my dad. As a young child, you know, I started here dishwashing and just working alongside my dad, and those are probably my greatest memories with him. We worked head-to-head on a lot of things, and we still do. We collaborate on a lot of different ventures and opportunities, and that's my favorite memory. What's so great about us is that we're located in the old Avon Village, and there's 13 unique shops to actually physically shop in. It's a great place to come out, have lunch, go shopping, and then even enjoy dinner at our sister restaurant, Strip Steakhouse. Just a great time to celebrate with the girls, the family, a nice Sunday outing with your husband. It's just a great place.
Coming up after the break, Natalie is sampling a sweet treat at a staple Cleveland ice cream shop.
Well, whether you start your day in Avon here or you end it here, I guarantee you will be so happy that you did. We're at Mitchell's Ice Cream, and look who's behind the counter. You don't get to see this often. Mike Mitchell. Hi,
Natalie,
Mike.
thank you for
so
coming.
much for having us in.
Pleasure.
You know, everyone loves your ice cream. That I know. What don't people know about your ice cream? Or what do you think they may not know about your ice cream?
Well, first of all, we've been doing this now for 25 years.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much. We've had the pleasure and the good fortune to really be a part of the Cleveland community for all these years, doing what we love with people that we love, with suppliers and team members here who work at Mitchell's, and our communities that we're really connected to, we love to be a part of. And we make all of our ice creams and our brownies and our cakes and our toppings and things like that. All those get made by hand, one small batch at a time, in our Ohio City kitchen on West 25th Street.
Well, let me tell you, this view is pretty good looking, okay? And I'm looking at some of the things you have here. Is it okay? I know you let people sample. Could I sample a couple?
As many as you want.
Let's try that banana cream pie.
Banana cream pie. So
That's an example, right, of probably some wild things that you do to create that.
Well, we make that with organic bananas, and then we bake a shortbread crumble crust that goes in there. from scratch, and we make a marshmallow ribbon that we also make from scratch that gets paddled in by hand into the finished ice cream banana cream pie.
Let's see this. I'm pretty sure, it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure that, whoop.
Sorry about that.
There's just nothing like your ice cream. There's nothing like it. You pick the next one.
Well, let's see. How about wild berry crumble?
That sounds amazing. I'm not sure how people choose.
We always have 30-some flavors that are here year-round.
That's so good, Mike. That's so good.
Oh, good, Natalie. Thank you.
But then you have seasonal items too.
We do. So whatever's going on that time of year, so it could be whatever's being harvested, peaches or lavender or maple syrup. We always have a handful of flavors and sundaes and things that
you mentioned sundaes. Do you mind if I come back with you and we put a sundae together?
I've got your cup right here.
He's
Let's
got
make
the
it
cup.
whenever you're
Let's
ready.
Go.
Yeah.
So you won't see me move any faster than when I know ice cream's at the other end of this. All right, Mike, let's put our sundae together.
Great to have you behind the counter, Natalie.
Listen, that's what my first job was, working in an ice cream shop.
That's so
so if
many
you ever
people's.
need any help.
Would you like to start next week?
I mean, I honestly might. After I see your skills, I might be jumping on board next if that's okay.
It really makes you feel great to make people who walk through that door happy. Giving them ice cream, they're always in a good mood. It's
Isn't
a family
that the
thing.
truth?
Yeah.
It's so true. You're right. There's a happiness memories surrounding ice cream.
You just won the ball game, or you just lost the ball game. You just had your school play, or you're just out with friends, or your grandchildren, or whatever it is. It's always a good thing.
You cap
Ice
it
cream.
off.
Yeah.
All right, and we're going to cap it off with a wonderful sundae right now. All right, so we start with the ice cream. We start with the brownie first.
The brownie will go on the bottom.
All right.
Why don't we use some vanilla bean ice cream?
Okay.
We'll put that on.
Look at that fudge. Let's do pecans, please.
Good choice.
Can I just go with the whipped cream?
Yeah.
Because I know your whipped cream is also out of this world.
We make old-fashioned whipped cream. We just take cream and vanilla and sugar and we whip it up. We don't use a can or anything of that sort. So
And
we
the
put
cherry on top?
Yeah.
This place is literally the cherry on top, in my opinion. Look at that. That makes me really happy.
Good.
Now, I noticed, again, you have things ready to go, too, or in the coolers, correct?
Yeah, we have pints and quarts always available, and we make homemade cakes and pies in a number of flavors that we always have on hand, and you can get a custom flavor if you want to. And so there's always something good going on here. We have plenty of places to eat inside and outside. A lot of fun.
Whatever you're celebrating, whether it be a birthday or a win at a game or just something special, just to celebrate eating good ice cream.
You don't need a reason.
You don't need a reason, right? You come into Mitchell's, you leave with a smile on your face, even if you don't come in with one, right?
I know I do.
Transform your space and elevate your style with some home decor. We're headed to Wild Iris Home.
Wild Iris Home is a home decor boutique shop that we sell furniture, small goods, soft goods, home goods, gift items, plants, a little bit of everything. So it's mother-daughter, and it's just a dream we both had. We both come from design backgrounds, and the timing was just right because I loved everything about the shops of Old Avon Village. Everybody that was down here, it's really a sense of family. Everybody helps prop everybody else up around here. We collaborate with the other businesses. So it was really just that I just knew in my gut that we were home, that this was the right place for us. This was the perfect location for Wild Iris Home. In addition to the store, what evolved out of this was people coming in and saying, oh my gosh, I wish you could make my house look like your store. And so that was just a natural evolution of what we were already doing. And so we started offering services to go into people's homes. And we can do it in a few different ways. If you want us to just come in and bring new furniture and new home decor, curtains, rugs, lighting. We do all of that as well. But then we have two interesting services. So we have one that's a bring the store to you service. And then the other thing, you might have beautiful things in your home, you just don't know what to do with them.
Right.
So we'll come in and work with what you already have. We're happy to do that as well.
The vibe of the store is a very eclectic mix. I mean, she has a different style and taste than I do, and it has a little bit of everything, but I think it's done tastefully together, and I feel like anyone could come in here and find something for themselves, no matter what their style is. So we have a studio space called Common Company Studios directly above us. It's the exact same footprint as Wild Iris Home, and it has all the same amount of windows, so it's just bright and beautiful and light. And we have a couple of seating arrangements and vignettes up there, and we've tried to keep it really clean. So photographers love to use the space up there because of the natural lighting in there. And then a lot of baby showers, bridal showers, birthday parties.
Yep.
All of that stuff. It's kind of a blank canvas, so it could be whatever you want it to be upstairs. It is really, really cool though. Everyone who works here is so amazing, and just they're talented, they're friendly. That's the one thing I hear all the time is, your staff is so friendly, everyone's so nice, everyone's so happy.
Every day.
And so I think that is a huge part of it. There really isn't anything like having your own business versus working for, you know, a big company or whatever, and it's, your rules are set for you, whereas like we get to do whatever we want here and be as creative as we want and doing our own thing together. So it's great, you know, and hey, you got nothing to lose, you gotta try it, right?
Wild Iris Home offers design services where they bring the store to you, so you can check it out on their website, wildirishome.com. When we return, I'm trying out a bar and grill in the shops at Old Avon Village. You know, you always look for that place that is like the imaginary place on TV called Cheers, where everyone knows your name, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I walk into Nova and I see the Pelfreys there. I see the guy who has Mike's sub sandwiches here, and he's chowing down here, not at his own place, right?
Right.
And we're at Nova in Avon. So I guess Nova is Avon backwards?
It is.
And you're Dina.
I am.
So you've been doing this, what, 6 years?
Yeah, a little over 6 years.
Yeah, and everybody's having a great time, and it is like everyone knows each other,
Yeah.
which is fabulous. And so you're telling me back during the pandemic or whatever,
Yeah.
you were selling food like crazy anyway.
We really were. The community was amazing. We were so busy. They kept us alive and going.
Because it's a wonderful place. A lot of times we're always talking about ambience. We got plenty of that.
Yeah.
Partying out there,
Love it.
nonstop. Rated one of the top 3 patios on the west side.
On the west side, yeah.
Doing everything right.
Trying very hard.
Other funny thing, all the people that work here look alike.
I've heard that before.
Right?
Yes.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And I love the oven. The pizza oven is fabulous. That guy's got real logs, fire going back there.
Yeah. It's hard to maintain. It's an art. It really is.
Yeah.
Gets too hot, things go wrong.
So it's a small place, but a lot of people and everyone having a great time. Let's take a look at the food. Like,
Okay.
what do you want to talk about first?
Well, let's talk about things that are really near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
So the reason I've done a few of these dishes is because they're family recipes that I've been doing since I could remember.
Let's get to the recipe here.
These are my grandma's meatballs.
Okay, Nona.
Yeah, my grandma Sunta, her meatballs, my grandma Boriave. Been making these since I was a child.
Look at these beautiful things too.
Yeah.
Huh? They look terrific. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This is worthy of a bite right away.
I think so. I think you're gonna enjoy
You know,
it.
meatballs. What is it about meatballs? Everyone loves meatballs so much.
They're just, it's comfort.
It
It's
is,
comfort
isn't it?
food. It's delicious. It's, cheese and, herbs and delicious.
And delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it is delicious too.
Thank you.
What's number 2 on the
Number
list?
2 is the cavatelles with short ribs. Something I used to make my dad often in one of our favorite dishes. It's like my
little tilt
spin
there?
on like Sunday sauce with all the different meat in there, slow cooked. You know, share with your family.
It's like you're singing a song right now. It's all so beautiful. But then we go off the reservation over
We
here.
do, because you have to please everybody. So I like to, you know, have a nice, well-balanced. These are walleye tacos. People seem to really enjoy them. I love them. Then we have a Romano crusted chicken sandwich with some arugula, fresh parm, roasted tomatoes.
I'm gonna take off the lid so folks can get a good look at this baby.
It's-
Look
yeah.
at that. It is like chicken parm it's another thing.
It's a spin on our, we do have regular chicken parm as well, but that's kind of a little spin on it. And then the Asian salmon is absolutely...
Let me move my drink. Oh, no, let's have a drink.
Let's have a drink.
What do you mean move my drink? I don't pick up a drink without tasting it.
That's right.
So this looks like espresso.
It is. And I think that is our regular espresso. And this is our blood orange margarita. That is my favorite on the menu.
Well, this one will get you going and keep you going. That's for sure.
All day long.
Okay.
Asian salmon also is just kind of a labor of love.
It is
the
beautiful.
Sauce.
And it's sort of used like bucatini or a little
No,
bigger
it's
pasta?
udon noodles.
Udon. Oh, great. I love that.
Yeah.
And this
then
here.
That's just a special.
I tell you something, of all these things here, I love this kind of thing though, because it really reflects, you know, like Italian heritage, right?
Yeah, a little prosciutto, arugula, and we do different compotes, different fruit compotes, and when you eat everything together on the crostini, it's really, really delicious.
And you get that beautiful cheese in the middle, it
The
just busts all
burrata is
over there.
amazing. Yes.
Yeah. What days are you closed?
We aren't.
You gotta love it. And what time do you open?
We open at 4 every day.
Great food.
Thank you.
Avon backwards, you gotta remember that, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Nova?
Nova.
Love that.
Thank you.
And I tell you, you go in the bar, it's like cheers. I mean, everybody, it's like
Some
family
great
in there,
people.
right?
That's the environment I wanted to create. I wanted to create an environment that give people a place to come and enjoy each other, enjoy food, and just kind of relax. And I think that's what this is.
We're back again for a drink. Can't leave a place without 2 sips of this delicious drink.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's a
I
beautiful
appreciate
place.
it. Thank you.
If you are ever in need of Cleveland merch, we've got you covered. GV Artwork has all the fresh styles from these two brothers. Take a look.
We're artists and designers. We've been drawing since we were 2 years old. Our dad recognized that talent at an early age, and we're still able to do what we love and enjoy, and that's art, and we love sports, and we've combined those things and our passions into our stores. So that's kind of what we do. And we started with a Pro Cleveland campaign when we first started doing shirts called Cleveland that I love, and people were like, oh, who's going to wear Cleveland stuff? And then the people saw it and they're like, wow, this is pretty cool. And it just kind of took off from there.
That's what we've grown up doing. You know, we enjoy working together. It's a family business. It's a local business. But you know, we love sports, we love art, and we're able to combine those passions and create a brand, but also give Clevelanders the coolest stuff to wear. So it's just awesome to see any new launch. There's a line out our store for people coming to get it, and any big event in Cleveland, people know, oh, I got to go see what GV's doing for it. So it's just become really cool to be a part of the community and have a way of giving back too. We do a lot with charities and that type of stuff. We're excited, to be in the Avon spot now. Everything in our store, from the artwork to the pint glasses to the t-shirts to the sweatshirts, everything is done by us and designed by us. It's anything you could think of if you're a sports fan, but also just trying to represent Cleveland or looking for cool artwork to hang in your house, man cave, whatever it might be.
We grew up drawing, and we grew up loving art, and we grew up loving sports, and those were things that my dad enjoyed too, and he was always teaching us growing up and kind of nurturing our talents and our abilities. So this is nothing new that we're doing now.
One of the best compliments we get is, people come in town and the first place they come from the airport is to our store. And that's always just cool to see. And, you wear our shirts to a game and people stop you every 5 minutes. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? You wear it out of town and people are asking. So I think that's kind of what makes our stuff unique is it's not what's out there and what everyone else is doing.
We really enjoy teaming up with different athletes and kind of creating something cool around them that they're not used to seeing too. So that's always fun, and then getting a chance to see their reactions too.
I would bring 2 boxes of shirts to Harry Buffalo, you know, in Lakewood, and we would, you know, the waitresses, the bartenders, everybody was wearing them, and people would ask where you get them, and I'm like, oh, I got them in my trunk. And it's just so crazy to see how far it's come from trunk, backseat, parents' basement, people, you know, coming down there to, you know, now, you know, we have 4 stores, and, you know, this being our 3rd one is just so cool.
It is, yeah. And even like we have such great people supporting us too, as far as like the customers that, you know, we're at our parents' house, you know, knocking on the front door, you know, and they come in still to these stores and go like, oh, you guys have come a long way, which is really cool.
Italian cuisine with a contemporary flair. Natalie's headed to Antika up next.
Let me tell you, if you guys are looking for some delicious Italian food, Antika Italian Kitchen and Bar here in Avon would be the place to come. I have Chef Jose, who has brought this beautiful, in true Italian form, over the top. A lot of Italian food to just make sure we feast our eyes on these delicious meals. Thank you for having me in.
Our pleasure.
The Italian traditions, I see some of them here, and then I see some twists on things. What's the vibe of Antika?
So our main goal with Antika was to bring a restaurant that has a lot of homemade food, done from scratch, done correctly. Our gnocchis made in house, or raviolis are made in house, or sauces are made in house. But also we wanted to bring flavors that are familiar to the Avon community as well as the Cleveland community. So we want you to enjoy the food without being surprised or thrown off by any of the flavors. Mm-hmm. So the biggest surprise that we want you to take away from our food is how great it is and how well crafted it is, not a secret ingredient or anything like that. So,
well, you've done it, that is for sure. Some of these dishes I would just love to point out. Is that a beautiful burrata up top?
Correct. So we have a burrata that we always serve with some kind of tomato and basil component, because we just believe that it's a quintessential pairing for the dish.
The gnocchi, this is where the silverware has to come out, because the gnocchi just looked so spectacular. What kind of sauce is that in?
So this is our bolognese, made in house, or gnocchi is also made in house. We don't believe in opening boxes and serving that. We believe in making it from scratch. So we bake the potatoes, rice the potatoes, and then use an imported double zero flour. And then finish the dish with some red wine and or homemade sauces, bolognese.
That's a winner. That is a huge winner in my opinion. The pizzas are really fun too. Love the arugula on top of this one here. And is that some mushrooms too, I see?
So this is our mushroom pizza. And then we top this with arugula, a little bit of balsamic reduction. And we use assorted mushrooms, whatever's in the market. And then we just roast them with some shallots, garlic, and olive oil. Then just put them on a pizza and let the rest of the ingredients do the talking.
And if you are a meat lover, some delicious steak up there.
So one of the things that we do is we use Midwestern raised beef for all of our restaurants. So this is our filet tornadoes. Again, we always have some kind of steak in one presentation or another. Mm-hmm. But we pride ourselves in utilizing top quality meats that we prepare to your liking.
And I'm sure you do the same with your seafood. So you have these beautiful pasta dishes, the seafood, the meats, the pizzas, the salads. That salad looks absolutely spectacular. But what I love too most about your place is the ambiance here.
Correct.
You know, I mean, it's beautiful seating. The bar is so much fun. You can either have a fun bar experience or an intimate dinner.
And that was the whole idea behind I mean, it's in the name, kitchen and bar. So we do want you to come in, enjoy a cocktail, which are always seasonal. Those are some of our signatures right here, but we always have things that are changing in our bar menu, be it the wines, be it the beers, or be it the cocktail selections.
Well, I'm telling you, the owner of Fatty, he does it right. I know you have this location, you have another one on the east side. He owns the Hex restaurants throughout here too. You can also come to Hex if you want, which is right across the way.
Correct. We are part of the Hex and Antika group. So.
They do it right. He's wonderful. You guys are wonderful. Thank you
Appreciate that.
so much. I would try to sample more, but I can't. I got to go back to this.
Help yourself.
I got to go. You guys, it's just too good.
Are you in need of a sweet treat? Well, we've got a grab-and-go shop with flavors that are out of this world. Here's Kels Cakes.
So I started Kels Cakes 10 years ago in my parents' house in 2014. And a couple months in, all of a sudden, there was kind of cakes and cupcakes on like every surface of my parents' home. So we opened in 2014 and our Avon Lake store was our original shop. We then kind of really took off. We were booking up on cakes really quickly. We were working with the Cavs a lot, the Browns, at the time the Indians, now the Guardians. And so our orders were really just taking off. In 10 years, opened 5 different locations. Our macarons and cake skulls are at Cedar Point. We have a macaron cart at Crocker Park in the summer. It's really just crazy. I feel extremely blessed and extremely grateful to have found, such amazing success here in Cleveland. I've always said for our Kelsey Elizabeth flagship store, I kind of wanted it to feel like you're walking into like a girly heaven. So a sweet, wonderful place is with tons of pink, very girly. It smells good as soon as you walk in. I wanted to be bright and clean and fresh, and I think we definitely accomplished that. So we have at all of our shops some of our most popular items. We have our cupcakes, we have French macarons and cookie sandwiches. We also have brownies and bars that can kind of vary by the day. We do cakes out of our case every day as well. And then we're also very known for our special order cakes for everything from weddings, birthdays, showers, any special occasion. Overall, if there is ever a jumbo chocolate chip cookie sitting in the back, no matter what, I will be taking a bite of it. So I'd say jumbo chocolate chip is my first, and then our jumbo ginger molasses cookie, which is a big ginger molasses cookie with our vanilla buttercream on top of it. Those two are probably hands down my favorites. I can't say no if I get offered one. I think what's really unique about our product, and it has been ever since we opened, is we found that really good balance. I always said that I wanted it to look as beautiful as all of those bakeries in like London and Paris that I visited, but I wanted it to taste as good as when my mom made it at home. I feel like we really kind of hit the nail on the head we have a great feeling of nostalgia with a lot of our flavors. A lot of these things are my mom's recipes and my recipes that we've come up with, my grandma's recipes, my great-grandmother's recipes, but we've really dolled them up and make everything look really yummy, really delicious, and really beautiful. And we focus on a lot of nostalgic flavors. So where many places who sell French macarons, they might be selling, the classics, pistachio, raspberry, vanilla. We do sell those flavors, but we also have really fun flavors like birthday cake is our best-selling macaron, s'mores, fruity pebbles, cookie butter, cookie monster, all these really fun flavors that make it nostalgic. And so it's very approachable, even though it kind of seems like it might be this hoity-toity high-end bakery. When you come in here and see all the flavors, they're really approachable, and they're really, we have construction workers come in and get an oatmeal cream pie, and we have, women come in and place giant orders for their wedding, and, everyone's welcome here, and we have something for everybody. I love Avon because there's so many amazing small businesses here. Kind of everywhere you look, there's like new businesses popping up. And so I really, especially when we opened the flagship store, it was amazing to have so many neighbors of businesses that I've already known, new businesses that I've been able to work with, just through getting to know each other. It's been a really special place for us.
Still ahead, the perfect spot for breakfast, right in the heart of the shops. Everything you crave is handcrafted daily at this wonderful spot. This is Chez Michel.
Chez Michel is a bakery, cafe, specialty food shop, and so much more.
How long does the bread have?
This whole building is an old house, like a lot of the buildings in the old Avon Village, and it was actually formerly a grocery store on the corner of 611
and Detroit
Road before it was moved here. And so it definitely has the feeling of being in a house, for better or for worse. Crooked old floors and all, we love them. But we try to brighten up that old feel with a little bit of orange or a lot of orange, and you know, you can always smell something coming out of the oven, whether it's savory food or fresh bakery or the smell of coffee, and we like to play the music loud usually.
So we specialize in a little bit of everything, right? We're not one item or one thing, but we have Puerto Rican pastelillo.
Yeah, that's true.
We have French baguettes periodically. We have cakes and chocolate chip cookies and sandwiches and specialty items. So I think it's a variety, but the kolachki is
the
kolachki.
When we took over, of course, we kept a lot of the favorites because this business has been here for a lot of years, so we didn't want to get rid of the past. But one of the first things that I made, just kind of as like, oh, I love making these, let's make some kolachkis. And then I put them on the shelf, and next thing you knew, it was like there was a demand and they had to be on the shelf every day. And now it's our #1 selling single item. So I get people coming in saying, my Polish mother doesn't eat anybody else's kolachkis, but she tried yours and now I need a dozen for her birthday. We upped our coffee game when we first got here. We were like, we need a good espresso machine. We got it brand new. And then we were like, we need a great coffee partner. So we work with Leco Coffee, which roasts in Old Brooklyn, and their shop is in Ohio City. And likewise, if you're gonna have great coffee, you might as well have great tea. We work with Storehouse Tea, also a Cleveland company. We're always looking to meet new people in Cleveland who want to have products in our store.
The scenery and the ivies and the old trees and just the whole look and feel of it. You know, they say location, location, location. We're kind of tucked away, but it's definitely just a different feeling. It's like the aura when you first walk in it was great, you know. It's not a strip mall, it's not a plaza. It's cool, you know, and we know all the vendors, they know us. It's just a good feeling.
Well, my one friend came inside for the first time. She was like, I drove down here and I felt like I was going into Disneyland. Like, what is this secret little world back here? And I take it for granted because I spend so much time here. But really, the first drive down, I do remember being like, whoa, I've been transported somewhere. So we're really happy to be here. Give us a call. We like special orders. We like catering orders. We love a custom challenge. But yeah, don't be afraid. If there's a cake you're dreaming of, or a pie, or a whatever, give us a call.
Yeah, doesn't have to be on the menu. We like the creativity with some very creative people in the back.
Oh yeah,
too.
I promised I needed to mention that there's some really, really great people who it's not just the two of us. We have a wonderful staff, a lot of dedicated workers in the kitchen, personalities in the front that make it all worth doing.
Grab your girls and get ready to do some shopping. That's right, True Heart Boutique is the perfect spot for your stylish needs. Check it out.
I've always been into fashion. I moved to Florida. I'm from Ohio. I was living in Florida and I was bored. I hated my job. Well, not hated, but kind of hated. And I wanted to do something with fashion. So I came up here for a vacation and I found this little spot and I signed my lease and I decided to open the store and I'm loving it. We have everyday clothing. We can dress you head to toe and you can walk out feeling confident. We offer gifts for every occasion. We have tons of accessories, earrings, necklaces, any kind of jewelry you can think of. Our prices are super reasonable, so you're leaving here not feeling like, what did I just spend or what did I do? I feel like when you are wearing something and you feel confident throughout the day, if you feel good, you look good, it just shows. I love helping people like pick an outfit out in here and then them leaving so happy and then coming back a week later saying they got so many compliments, they loved it and this and that. It's just a good feeling. When the saying you look good, you feel good, I love that saying, so it's what I live by. I like to build a little community in here. I like to have people come back. I like to build relationships, and I feel like my customers are more my friends than my customers, and they send me messages on Instagram saying like they love the outfit, everyone loved this, everyone loved that. So I think we're different because we're just like a little group of friends. So you can host a girls' night here. You can bring all your friends and we supply the wine and you get a special discount and you just all come together, hang out and shop, and what's better than friends drinking and shopping? One of my favorite things in the store is our pickleball area. I play pickleball myself, so of course it's going to be one of my favorites. We have little squirts, we have pickleball hats, cute little things like that. We offer our permanent jewelry here in store. You don't have to chase down the pop-ups, and you can just walk in whenever you want, bring your friends, and come get zapped. I'm from Avon. I always loved Avon. I love the little community, and when I came looking for little places to open True Heart, I found this, and I love our little plaza, and everyone's like family here, and it just felt right.
Still to come, a one-stop shop for all your gift needs. Welcome back. This next shop ensures that your gifts are from the heart and match your home perfectly. This is Details.
I always was in the hotel business up until thinking about this concept, and I wanted to do something for myself. So back in 2003, we started actually looking for an inn, and we almost bought an inn in Canada, and it didn't quite work out. So we decided to keep it more local, and retail seemed like a good fit, and the Village was the perfect location. So we opened in 2003. Details Gifts from the Heart for the Home came about because we wanted people to know it's something that we would want in our home. When we first moved to Avon back in the early 2000s, there wasn't much around here. It was just starting to develop. So as far as a retail and residential mecca. And so we had to go outside of the area to decorate. So we wanted to make sure that it was something that people would feel we'd want in our home. So that's where the name came from. We have home decor, so like lamps, art, mirrors, that type of thing, and then tabletop for entertaining, and then we also have women's accessories, purses, jewelry, that type of gift items. I think it's just something that, especially now, people are stay close to home and are working from home. They want their home to be comfortable and have the ability to guide their lifestyle. So that's important to us, to make sure it's something that fits their personality. We do everything from traditional, transitional to contemporary decor. We've got a little niche there, but we also offer personal attention. We go into their homes if they want, help them decorate, accessorize. We don't do hard case products, like we don't have big tables and chairs and that type of thing, but we do their accessories for them. So I will actually go in and help them utilize what they have and bring in key new elements to freshen their home. I live right around the corner, which is fabulous after years of driving downtown and different areas. But it's just a nice family community. And when we saw this place, Details, it was originally a home back in 1843. It was on a 100-acre dairy farm, and the location just fit us. It just was perfect size-wise and look-wise. It just fit what we wanted. We do work with a lot of interesting lines. So we have a nice quality, but we have a lot of different price points. So everything from small little gifts to major purchases. So we do a certain type of retailing. We try to make it feel like what you would expect in your home. You know, we don't have stacks of dishes or 20 of an item out. We have a key amount of items and show how you can utilize it in your home. It is very full. We've got lots of fun things, and we change by seasons. We pride ourselves on offering a very personal experience, so we're hands-on. We'll answer any questions, or we'll back off if you just need the time to look. So we're very aware of that. I've got a great group of people that work with me, and they've been here for years, and they know when the person needs help and knows knows how to help them. We are the perfect place to shop for holiday gifts. And we have people come in from all over year after year, from Chicago, New York, that have family here, and this is where they make their Christmas shopping opportunity. Gift shops are kind of a thing of the past. We're almost like a dinosaur because you just don't see them anymore, and people comment on that all the time, that we're just a perfect location to come and spend some retail therapy time.
Hard to believe, but that wraps up our road trip to Avon. I want to thank you for joining us, and if you missed any of the businesses we featured, just head over to fox8.com and click on the New Day tab. I'm David Moss, and on behalf of Dally Herbeck, we'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.